Here's the thing. I did not have the highest expectations of John Wick Chapter 4 going into it. When I go to watch a movie, I am going to watch a compelling story. And as we know, John Wick is known for having a very, very minimal premise, and it has stretched that minimal premise out a very long ways so far. Well, living up to the franchise's reputation of fun and thrilling action, John Wick actually, as it turns out, has the mileage to go the distance. And I've got to say, there was one thing about this movie that really impressed me that I was not expecting. In honor of the Osaka Continental, rest in peace all you brave hotel extras who fought valiantly in that sequence, I'm sipping on Suntory Toki and reviewing John Wick Chapter 4. In a feverish effort to become a man free of his transgressions against the table, John Wick pursues an all-or-nothing proposal to remove his excommunicado status. This endeavor takes him around the world as he leans on the last few of his connections to survive, fighting his way to one final standoff with an extremely powerful ambassador of the table. Now, there is a lot to enjoy about John Wick Chapter 4. The returning characters are awesome, the new characters add fun flair to the film, and of course the action is top notch. In fact, actually, the movie plays perfectly as a video game film. It has action and combat with momentary pauses for the next mission in pursuit of an overall objective. I spent so much of this movie wondering why actual video game films haven't gotten this formula right yet, but such is life, am I right? The format is so natural with the John Wick films, even more so here in Chapter 4, and it pays off so handsomely for that straightforward action entertainment that the movie's target audience craves. This is a longer film, the longest in the franchise in fact, at 2 hours and 40 minutes. The action keeps the film moving along at a brisk pace, so it's one of those films that doesn't feel like it's over 2.5 hours unless you need to go to the bathroom. The action sequences are so enticing you don't want to miss a moment of it, but they are also extensive, so you should probably plan for that if you're going to see it in the theater. But what impressed me the most about John Wick Chapter 4 was the cinematography. Not only is this movie fun to watch, it is incredible to look at. This is a movie that knows how to beautifully frame and capture shots and sequences in the most stunning ways, whether it be with big, wide establishing shots or long takes on action sequences. I have to say, there's this one shot where the camera starts out eye level with John Wick in a building, and it pulls out and glides up to this overhead tracking shot of John Wick just annihilating people as he goes from room to room. And it is such a cool shot that the sequence actually does it twice. And I could not get enough of it. It is so cool. The film does have a very conclusive finale, which is another thing that I was not expecting. A saga with this minimal of a premise and this much focus on action very rarely has a finale that is this satisfying. But John Wick Chapter 4 is a treat. And I can only hope that we get spin-offs that are just as interesting, just as entertaining, and just as satisfying as what this John Wick saga was able to achieve. This is Real Buzzed. If you like this video and you want to see more, hit like and subscribe.